Good morning. I got my pimple patches on. I washed my face. It's another day in the life. I'm just getting ready for work. Today we're wearing a different scrub cap. I like this scrub cap. I got it from Amazon, and then I got on my Fig scrubs today for the vibes. I'm literally just about to hurry up and get ready because it's 6:40. I gotta be work for 7, but I don't work far. I literally have a 10-minute drive. That's the great thing about living close to your job. I can get to work in 10 minutes. So just about to get myself breakfast, snacks for the day, and Trey cooked chicken last night. I might take that for lunch. I'm gonna take my turkey salad, y'all. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna take that.
Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived.
Refill my water bottle for the morning. And then I'm just gonna take my vitamins. Right now I'm just taking these two and then some emergency. I usually take this one at work. But yeah, I'm taking the Chlorofresh. This does wonders. Like, if you're not on it, get on it. You need to be taking some chlorophyll, some slippery elm, because I said I wanted to see if that actually works. Okay, bet. Let's go. Try not to be late this week. I was low-key late all last week because I just was not feeling work. I didn't feel like getting up. So this week I need to do better and make up my hours. If you don't know, get some of these. They're the Hokas. Yeah, these are the best shoes if you're on your feet a lot. So comfortable. I wore them all throughout my pregnancy. And like, I literally have no back or feet problems from standing all day. I'm about to make this drive. 10 minutes to go to my job. All right, let's go. I'm gonna try to talk to y'all on the way there just a little bit. I don't even know how many cases we have for the day. That usually predicts how long the day is how many cases. So like if I go in and there's 12 cases and all 4 of the nurses are there, we each get 3 cases. And then the day's pretty fast depending on what surgeries they're getting. So just a little rundown of like about the surgeries and stuff. I think each surgeon can have up to 8 cases per day, and we have 3 surgeons, so that's pretty much 24 cases. I have yet to run into a day where we have that many cases. The most cases that we've had in a day that I've been there, probably like 21, 24. Yeah, that is literally like the biggest downfall about the Sony camera is you have to switch the battery out. Oh yeah, like I was saying, pretty much the fastest cases are the breast aug, which is like our patients who just get like the breast implants. Either they can get the silicone, which is like the gel, or they can get saline implants. That's usually like a 30-minute procedure. Our next fastest is a lipo 360. That's like about a 45-minute to an hour long procedure depending on how big the patient is. And then the BBL is probably like an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half, both depending on who the surgeon is and how big the patient is. Those are like the pretty much to scale it off. Then the longer surgeries are usually like the breast lift, the breast reduction, the breast lift, breast augs. Those probably like 2 hour long procedures, give or take. And then going into the longer procedures are the tummy tuck, because they're having to make that big, large cut through both the skin and the muscle. And then the mommy makeover, because it includes breast lift and whatever they want to include in their breasts. Like they can also get implants, and then it also has a tummy tuck along with it. So those procedures last probably like 3 to 4 hours. So how I know how long I'm going to be there is, for one, what surgeons have what cases, because it could be a fast day with 2 surgeons, and then you always have like one surgeon that's a little bit slower, a little bit more meticulous about things. And if that surgeon has 2-3 long cases, oh baby, we're gonna be there late. And that's another thing that I realized with this job. The hospital job, it wasn't even about the 12-hour shifts. I thought it was maybe because I was there for a long time and I hated it, like being there long. It's not even about the shifts for me, because I can easily come to this job, y'all, and work 12, 13. One time I've worked a 15-hour long day, and it does not faze me like it does at the hospital. Like, I legit don't get tired, for one, because there's a lot of downtime. Like, if I have a patient, I'm pretty much just sitting, chilling, kind of like on my phone, recording vitals, monitoring them, whatever. And then if I don't have any patients, then I'm really big chilling. So it's real cool. And then also I have someone to talk to throughout the whole shift. Like, I'm always talking to people. Yeah, and that makes the shift go by faster. Whereas the hospital, I probably would talk to like a few people, like 1 or 2 people, depending on my mood, depending on if they have good conversation. But the 12-hour long shift at the hospital is nothing compared to like a 12-hour long shift here. I just feel like it's more fun. I'm doing something that I actually like and I enjoy, and I'm not having a chart every 4 hours. You feel me? Like, I'm probably charting on 6 patients, but it's one paper, like 8 sets of vitals, a little surgery note or nurse note, and that's it. And I like that. Whereas like in the hospital, you work a 12-hour shift, you're charting on 4 different patients every other hour, every 4 hours, and then a big assessment for the day. Like, I don't like that. That's too much. It's way too much. So that sucks the fun out of nursing at the hospital for me, doing that for like the whole shift. And that's what I love. And unlike like the ER, I guess the ER is kind of like that. It's just about getting them in, monitoring them, getting them onto the floor. But the ER, it's like you're constantly getting patients. I know that we have this many patients for the day, X amount of patients. And when I'm done with this amount of patients, I can go home. So it's a lot of freedom there too. If we get done at 2 o'clock with all of our cases, it is what it is, baby. I'm not staying till whatever time they have me scheduled. I can go home, right? And then there's days where I'm here for a 15-hour shift. I come in at 7, and I might not leave until like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. But I personally like days like that, because I'm only here for 3 days a week. That's usually what I want to work, between 3 and 4. Like, if I just really, really, really want to get my hours, I'll come in for a 4th day and maybe work like a half day or something like that, just to get my hours. But mostly I like to come in for my 3 days. So if I'm getting a whole bunch of hours in one day, say I work a 15-hour shift one day, then I work a 12-hour shift the next day. Well, the 3rd day, shoot, I'm gonna go home when I go home, if the surgery caseload permits me to do that. Right now, y'all, it's 6:58, and I'm literally pulling in to my job. Best thing about living is close. It really sucks because me and Trey are trying to get, we were looking like at a whole bunch of apartments by where we currently live, but we were looking at 1 bedroom. Now that Sage is getting older, like she sleeps by herself in her own crib, I'm starting to realize, you know what, we need more space. I'm not trying to fit all the stuff that we have in a 1 bedroom. We just need to get a 2 bedroom so that everybody can have their own space. And so now we're thinking about moving out to the outskirts, which is kind of bittersweet because I love living in the area that I live. Like, we're literally next to everything. Everything is about 10 to 15 minutes away from me. But it just sucks because everything is expensive over here. But yeah, I just made it to work. I'm literally just about to get my phone ready so I can clock in. So I'm just getting gloved up to start the day. Here's today's surgeries. It's real hectic today. It looked like there was a total of 11 BBL and Lipo 360 cases. So me and my coworker V, we're making our BBL packs for the day. So she's probably gonna make 6 and I'll make 5. And I just take an orange underpad and I empty out 12 to 14 of these ABD pads on the inside of them. And this is just what we use to cover our patients' incision sites after surgery.
Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must have changed foes on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017. All good, chug a look around. Find one that seemed my type. Damn, my dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life. Problem is I meet a girl tonight. Then I go and treat her too nice. Galleria credit card swipes.
So I didn't show y'all this in my last video, but I'm going to be making some triangles out of these ABD pads. I just fold it up into the shape of a triangle, and after that I'll tape it shut so that it stays in the form of a triangle. But this just goes on our patient's lower back and it helps them to create that little shelf in their booty. Basically, it's just gonna cinch the lower back and make the booty stand out more. We love to see it. And here's what that triangle looks like. I literally just shove it back into the ABD pack, and then I'll get some retention tape and I'll cut 2 pieces of that. They're usually between 6 to 8 inches long. 2 pieces will go in 1 pack, and then we just bring those along with us whenever we're going into a BBL case.
Nice night, the waiter brought a check for the meal. She said, babe, I think there was a typo. Nah, girl, I got it, that's like,
so now before I get started for the day, I'm just gonna put on some shoe covers. I don't want to be tracking any type of bacteria into the OR or bringing any of the fats, blood, or any of that out of the OR. So I put these shoe covers on, and this is kind of how I roam about. And then I'll get my mask and we're ready. I'm just bringing out our stretchers and putting them where they need to go by whoever's OR. And then this is the time I usually put the BBL packs. I put the triangles. I'll get garments. I'll get bras. Anything that is for that patient, I'll go ahead and grab that, put that on the bed, and then put the beds out. Now, while I'm by the empty bays, I just make sure everything is set up. I make sure the oxygen masks are on there, my bear hugger's on, the vital sign machine is on, and then I put the little EKG stickers on the leads, or electrodes, whatever you want to call it, baby. It's a sticker to me. Alarm is going off, so the first patient is out.
Yeah, she's allergic, so she can't have milk. Tearra, please. And look at you struggling with the chicken salad. That's like, I compare it to you putting sugar,
like how much sugar I would
like
put in
homemade
oatmeal or
chicken
something.
salad?
Sugar goes on grits and sugar goes in oatmeal.
Period.
That's it.
Period.
That's all.
And that's my lunch for the day. So good. I enjoyed it. Now I'm just pulling up some Toradol for this patient. She was complaining of pain. Usually when they rate it between a 4 and a 6, I give them some Toradol through their IV. And right here I'm just drawing it up. It's about 1 milliliter. That's 30 milligrams. Not as fun as the fentanyl I drew up in the last video, I know, but not everybody gets fentanyl and not everybody gets Toradol. It really just depends on my discretion and what they rate their pain. So now I'm just charting. Like I told y'all, I love this 2-page charting. I literally just check some boxes, I write my nurse's note, I sign it, and we're good. I'm just taking pictures from my phone. Usually I take pictures of the vital signs and chart that. After I'm done with my charting, I call the caretaker and I go over the discharge instructions over the phone. I let them know what to look for and answer any questions that they have. Then here's the sheet. This is what it looks like for the BBL and the Lipo 360 patients. This is literally just the 24-hour discharge sheet, and I'll go over that a second time with both the caregiver and the patient. So today I had 5 cases, y'all, and it's time to go. It's time to get out of here. Let's go. Now I'm just doing all of my closing duties. I usually just have to log the record of cleaning for the day, just recording that we wiped everything with the Cavicide. You know, everything's put back in order for the next day. And then I get started on my cleaning. And this usually just takes about 10 minutes, literally. Real quick, real easy. So yeah, enjoy this little fast forward of me cleaning our bays for the day.
My new bitch look like Tyler Perry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch front like Jackie Brown. I wanna love her, she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime, it's some me time. Crib by the beach like Odell.
Everything's cleaned. All the bays are ready for tomorrow. I already have our packs made. That's gonna be a good day tomorrow. It's cute. 1750. Stuff in there. So that's the end of my day. I'm literally about to drive home, and yes, I kept my pimple patches on all day. When I'm trying to get rid of pimples, that's all I'll be worried about. I don't be worried about nobody else. I just don't want to have pimples. So I'm about to go home, see the baby, see Trey, probably cook tonight. I think Trey is cooking that little viral spaghetti, so if he does cook that, I'm probably going to cut y'all back on. But if I don't, I will see y'all in the next vlog.